biggest letdown of 2023?
The biggest letdown for me is all the Housewife franchises. It's not what it used to be. I'm let down by pretty much every franchise of Housewives. I feel we got to get, I don't know. Listen, things run its course, right?
You want to see some new casting? You want to see some new storylines? What is it that you feel like is missing?
I mean, look, maybe we're just in a different phase of life. Like Survivor's been on for how many years? Bachelor Housewives is like in its 18th, 17th season from RHOC from when it started. That's like 20 years. Maybe there's nothing. I mean, I want to just feel excitement or, you know, I mean, we had moments with Kathy and Aspen and Lisa Rinna, but right now, today, Housewives, the whole thing for me is a letdown and that there are great seasons. I think Salt Lake is having the best season, but overall, it's not what it used to be. And I'm not sure if we can get that back on track, but I would
Right.
like to. What
Right.
about you?
For me, I would say everybody getting on board to, have Britney's conservatorship end, and then she started to spiral after that. I think that that was a big letdown. I think we all thought that we were going to see this free Britney, new person that is able to talk for herself and be normal. And then it was the complete opposite. She was exactly like she had been before, but got even crazier. I mean, I still don't understand. And I'm not even saying this to be funny. With all that money and the fact that you're on your Instagram so much, why can't she invest in a good set of hair extensions? And why has a hair extension company not come to her and said, let us help you? Same thing with her eye makeup, her sensible shoes. Like there's so many ways. She's always in a bathing suit or underwear. Let's get her some brand deals. And then the whole thing with the knives, like why was a Cutco knife deal not made? Like, I just feel like she's missing opportunities left and right. She's not this hustling girl that we all want her to be. I'd love to see her back performing. I've seen her perform in Vegas. Her music is so great. I still listen to her music in my car when I'm driving and I sing along. I mean, I love Britney. So I want the best for her. But I think we all were let down because we saw there is some mental health issues going on.
Yeah.
And then in the Bravo sphere, I would say another letdown was, what was it called? Shitty Creek? What was the thing with Luann and Sonia?
Crappy Lake.
Crappy Lake.
Welcome to Crappy Lake.
Yeah, did you watch it? I didn't even know it came out.
It came out, it's come and it's gone. You know what's really good actually is Real Housewives Girls Trip New York version. It's shockingly fun.
Okay. Well, I don't know. Was it good? Did you like it? Shitty Creek, whatever.
I mean, Luann is my girl, so I always hesitate when I say
I
something
like
like
Luann
that.
a lot. I want her to succeed. I thought that, if you and I did it, I think we'd have a lot of fun. But maybe it wasn't the right
Maybe the second
thing.
season could be you and me.
Yeah, that's right. Okay. Favorite TV show of 2023?
Selling Sunset. Sorry.
Oh, I like that one. I do like that.
So good. For everyone who hangs on every word I say with Bravo, forget it. Go and watch Selling Sunset. There you go. Start at
Okay.
season 1, watch it all.
Okay. Have you seen Jury Duty?
It's funny. I know somebody who was actually in it, who's been
Really?
on my podcast, Trisha LaFotte. She's a lawyer. I had her on, I think, to cover Jen Shaw stuff way back. I've not seen it, but I've heard it is literally phenomenal.
Okay, for those of you that need something to watch this break, you should definitely stream Jury Duty. It's so good. It's about a regular guy who's called into jury duty. He doesn't realize that it's completely fake. It's reality TV. Everyone is an actor. And, it's what happens when things start to break down. It's really good. So I thought that was terrific. I'm also a huge Love is Blind fan. I had a couple people from the show on. I've always been a fan. I want to be on the show. I want them to have a show with, again, a little bit older of a crowd, people who have kids, people who are single that want a second chance at love. I think it's great. I believe in the concept of meeting somebody behind a door. So I like it. What are you going to say?
Well, this is how things are greenlit in Hollywood. You know how the biz works. Now that, to your point, the Golden Bachelor is such a success, we might have Love is Blind and all these other love shows might start skewing older or having a golden version.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think it needs to be a golden version for something like that, but for someone who's been divorced, they could be in their late 30s, 40s, 50s. That's the time when you're ending your first relationship. You get a lot of people getting divorced in their late 30s, early 40s, and then they're trying for something new. They dated for a while, they haven't found anything, they have quote unquote baggage because they, are hung up on old relationships, or they have kids, or, whatever their baggage is that other people see that as, and they just have not been able to find the right one. They're a different person than they were when they were 20, when it was kind of carefree. Now your life is about paying bills and, dealing with the mortgage and dealing with, your homeowner stuff and dealing with kids' school, and it's less sexy than it is when you're in your 20s. So I would love something like that, because I think it would be perfect for me, because I have a hard time finding a guy in a normal way. So would you do it if they asked you to do it, if they had a gay version?
Yeah, why not? I mean, I'm a little wary of meeting someone without seeing them, but sure, let's go for it. Why
Right.
not?
Okay, last couple questions here. Who is your best guest of 2023 that we should all go back and listen to that podcast episode?
I mean, listen, probably my second biggest hit of the year was your and my friend Bo Deedle. That's probably my second biggest thing of the whole year. But my number one real breakout moment, I don't know if breakout moment is the right word when you're in your fourth year, but one of my favorite guests and probably one of the biggest moments was Juicy Joe Giudice. We love Joe Giudice, Teresa's ex. He's such a gentle bear. He's so sweet, and he's a hard guest to get. And I mean, the man went through, he was in ICE before
Mm,
being deported. Like, this is like, you talk about real life stuff. I love Juicy Joe. He's my best favorite guest of the year.
okay. So my favorite guest, I mean, I have a ton. I have so many. I'm guest driven. So I have a guest twice a week with a different story about a different topic. I will say for your listeners, the biggest guest who I love, I'm still friends with, I talk to him a couple times a week, is Mike Shuhead from the Shaws of Sunset. Now, people love to hate on this guy, but that's the perfect opportunity for him to have come on my show and talk about why he's misunderstood. He, tells a lot of bombs. He talk bombshell stories. He talks about, his arrest, the domestic violence accusations. He talks about why the show was canceled. He talks about his time on the show, how he got on the show. It was one of my best episodes. He's very good. And just so you guys know, he's starting a podcast. It's going to drop in January of 2024, I guess. I'm going to be a guest on his show eventually in the first couple episodes, I think. But I really like him as a person. I know some people have a hard time with him, but when you get to know him, I think that you will really like him.